Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you in this daily UPSC MCQ series. This is 20th of November and important MCQs from current affairs we are taking every day. Very important issues are coming. PDF you are getting on everyday basis and the explanations are extremely important. Paid content available at 159 rupees per month and important videos are available from 3 important faculties. Many more these kind of great initiatives are gonna come next month. So these are gonna be very important help. Regarding the queries of these courses and any payment related issue you may find, then you can call on these two numbers and chat section is available here on this website's address. And PDF you are getting on daily basis here on Telegram channel whose link is given on this Facebook group. So here you can send me a request. On Instagram also you can follow me. First question: as reported by Geneva based World Road Federation's World Road Statistics 2018, India's place in the world for the road fatalities is what? Third, second, first or seventh? It's a shocking one. It's a first number. India is the most unsafe country if you talk about road accidents and the road fatalities, and people always report about this issue, that how people drive in this country, and this is totally rash and chaotic situation on the roads in India. Already the rapid urbanization is a menace, but on the highways in interior parts of this country, overspeeding is a huge problem, and because of that 65% of these deaths were there, and half of these people they were belonging to 18 to 35 category, means so young age. And we talk about a demographic dividend, then it is another problem for that. You see, 1.5 lakh people we lost in just 1 year in 2018. In 17 we lost 1.547 lakh people, and this report is given by Ministry of Road Transport Highways. It's an annual report on road accidents in India. In 2015 we made a world record there, and again we are close to that. And it is very, very shocking to know that on an average every day we lost 415 people, 1280 road accidents every day, 53 crashes every hour, and 17 lives we are losing every hour. What can be more shocking than that? Means only on roads we are losing this many people, and we talk about the security issue, and we are hijacking all people's life there in the name of security. Here you see 415 people daily we are losing. So it's really a huge menace, you may say. Most unsafe country according to this World Road Statistics report, followed by China. China is more populous than India, but you can see there are only 63,000 deaths, although these numbers are also huge. But if you see the populations, then for India it is shocking, 1.5 lakh people, and here less than half, and US just 37,000 deaths. Here you can see overspeeding is the major killer, then people wearing no helmets, people not using seat belts there, they are the bigger targets there. Tamil Nadu topped the list there with a 13.7% fatalities, and the youth, you see the bikers and all, they are a major problem, not only for themselves, they create a chaotic situation on the roads also. If you go to any road in this country, especially in the cities or the outer areas of the cities, then the bikers and the scooty riders or these drunk drivers, they lose a lot of life, and that's happening every day in this country. That's why it's a very important and urgent attention. Alpine diesel, also called winter diesel, is related to what? Biodiesel category or any kind of a processing related to that? No, it's not correct. Oil imported from Arctic countries? No, it is also not correct. C is the right answer. Diesel fuel enhanced to prevent it from gelling in cold weather conditions, because due to very low temperatures in alpine areas, or you may say Himalayan areas, or any other cold country where the temperature drops below 0 degree centigrade, then a kind of gelling or a wax like situation develops inside the diesel fuel, and at that time it gets choked, and the vehicles, they cannot move. So it's a major problem because of the weather. So recently IOCL developed a different variant that will be complying with BS6 norms also, and that is sent to Ladakh region, where mainly these transport vehicles, bikers, on all these people, they find a lot of difficulties due to low temperatures. So they may ask you about the cloud point, that same point where fuel begins to develop solid wax properties giving it a cloudy appearance, and the presence of solidified wax thickens the oil and clogs fuel filters and injectors in the engine. So that's the issue. And cold filter plugging point is based on a standardized test, and that defines the rate there, and the low temperature flow test is done for observing this issue there, that any additive is needed in what quantity, and always additives are added to the diesel to so it can move smoothly and it will not get choked into these filters. Okay, Amit Shah ji launches special winter grade diesel for Ladakh developed by IOCL. That's important. And from Panipat refinery, first lot is sent to Ladakh region. Next, national mission on cultural mapping, a very important issue, and it was set in 2017 actually. Some recent updates were there. So who actually set this national mission on cultural mapping? Niti Aayog, Ministry of Culture, Tourism, or Ministry of Electronics and IT? Answer is Ministry of Culture. The technical help is given by MIT through this national e-governance agenda. So B is the right answer. In 17 they had set up that, and inputs from central ministries, governments, state governments, art culture bodies will be there. All the cultural activities will be brought under one web-based umbrella through data mapping, and geotagging will be there. They will involve all the important villages in this country, means not important, all the villages they will cover there, because tourism is something that's extremely related to cultural issue, and India is the best country in terms of culture and the diversity there. So that's why it's a very important mission. So UPSC is certainly gonna ask questions from here. National e-governance division under the Ministry of Electronics and IT, that is gonna give the technical help there. Next, National Unity Day, certainly celebrated on birth anniversary of Sardar Patel ji on 31st October, and a particular award will be given on this same day, National Unity Award. So a award committee is gonna set up for that. So is it President of India who is gonna set up that? No, it is Prime Minister of India. So only first is the correct option, and A is the right answer here. You can see Prime Minister is going to constitute that important award committee, where Cabinet Secretary, Principal Secretary to Prime Minister, Secretary to President, and Home Secretary as members, they will be here, and these salient features are given here. Means no monetary award will be given, only medal and citation will be given, and no posthumous awards, except in a very rare situation where any posthumous award is needed. And any national institution, state government, UT, they can send their nominations. Okay, next, the Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Index. Tourism, as I told you, a huge potential is there in India. So all the indexes related to tourism, they are extremely important. So TTCI, is it produced by UN, WTO? No, it is not simple tourism index. It is a tourism competitiveness index. And you see, these competitiveness indexes are always published by World Economic Forum. So this is wrong. India secured 4th place. No, it is India has secured 34th place. So this is also wrong. D9 is the right answer here. You can see World Economic Forum Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Index. It measures the factors and policies that make a country a viable place to invest within the travel and tourism sector. So investment destination is the main aim for any country, and especially for India. We need a lot of investment there in this sector, because we have a huge untapped potential, and we can raise it by 3, 4, 5 times, and there is no limit for this sector's improvement, because India has enormous capacity, culturally very diverse country, and more technical help, more and more investment is gonna improve the tourism sector in this country. Many schemes which are going on for the tourism sector, these are given here. Okay, 34th place we secured there on this index. And other important details are also given here. Recently, some classifications came regarding tourism activities. Some guidelines we gave there, tourism guidelines 18 version 2 was there. So these are going on. Next, plague, a very demonic disease, and it used to exterminate the populations there in villages, hamlets there in 19th century, 17th century, always in the history. And you may have watched those graphical videos on Facebook or social media where they showed us that how this used to be the most dreaded disease, and how within a few hours it engulfed all the population of the hamlet there, and within a night, most of the people in a particular area, in a village or in a hamlet, they were dying because of this disease. This is called black death also, and three important categories are there. So recently in China, a very virulent type was again found, and it surely is a very contagious disease. It can be transmitted to humans through infected animals and fleas, as the rodents, these rats, mice, they are the major transmitter to humans. Okay, it is caused by Yersinia pestis for sure, but it is not a protozoa, it's a bacteria, very dangerous bacteria, and it's one of the most dreaded disease that humanity has always fought with. So first is wrong, second is correct. Only two is the right answer here. In China, Beijing, 2 people were diagnosed with pneumonic plague. It's a most virulent version of this disease caused by bacteria Yersinia pestis, and it is found in animals, particularly rodents, and they are always living near the human habitations, so they can easily transmit this disease to humans. 3 type of plagues: bubonic plague, where lymphatic system is attacked and huge swellings are there in the lymph nodes, and ultimately they are swollen and they are increased in the size, and then they burst, and a lot of pain and a lot of infection and a lot of bacterial spores they are out, and they can infect many other people, and a highly infectious disease. It's a very you may say gross situation. You cannot see the condition of the person. A lot of vomiting and total water like diarrhea, and this is bubonic plague. And the second type is pneumonic plague, the most virulent one, and the septicemic plague, where the skin turns black, so that's called its black death. How to treat? Antibiotics, it is caused by bacteria, so antibiotics is the only solution. But you see, we are hoping that antimicrobial resistance does not develop with these kind of bacteria. Otherwise the bacteria are evolving very fast, and they are becoming a huge menace, and people are again dying from those diseases like TB and other bacterial infections, which used to kill humans in 19th century, 17th century, 18th century, and throughout the history. Okay, highly contagious this disease is. Okay, next, Article 371G is related to what? J&K special provisions? No. Cooperative societies? No. Manipur? No. It is Mizoram. C is the right answer here. And special status is given to some states, and 371G is related to Mizoram. Recently they used this important special status there, where some provisions were there in Forest Right Act, and you see Mizoram has the highest percentage of the geographical area as forest. We know about that. So they have this exclusivity when it comes to tribal populations and the forest areas and the land issues there. So according to this 371G, any legislation of the parliament pertaining to land ownership and some other issues, that should get passed by state assembly first, then only it will be implemented in the state. Now concern is that center is alleging that they have misused this Article 371G,